he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set, 180.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides...
And it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On second down, they'll run with White. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
44. Go.
Now Roethlisberger going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. First carry for James Conner. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Hey, Charlie.
On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 21 yards away, and the Steelers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Regular.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys. Kill.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Drops it off for Chubb. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 8-yard line.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches.
64, weak. Wide, get wide. Like that.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Edmonds gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
36. Middle. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. These two. Check 99. Check no spacing.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
He was brought down by Sheldrick Redwine.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Middle. He's checking. Crash. Watch twist.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards.
First down, Steelers.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Exit. These two. Mike 51. Let's go.
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
What you got, Abby? What you got, Abby? Give me some. Quarter. No spacing.
Now Edmonds. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right. Better there, 2-yard gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Here's Roethlisberger.
Let's go.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
230. 53, Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you like a throw.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. Get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.